Okay, hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of Course Party Book of Shadows. Last time, I flipped my shit a little bit because we beat Meyer, but not in the way I thought we were going to beat Meyer. Yuka kinda died, and I thought it was a bad ending, but no, apparently not. And the final sentence that Sachiko said kind of made me get thinking a little bit. I think if everybody loses their paper scrap, or if most people lose the paper scrap, or this or that, then the whole everyone going to Heavenly Hills Elementary thing repeats. It's a guess. I don't know. Maybe that's why, some things have changed in this, and I really don't know. Anyway, we are going to continue with the game right now, and yeah, we're just gonna continue right from here. Bayakudon Senior High School Student Council Room, 4:30 p.m. Bayakudon. I was right. Hey, Mr. President, don't forget about tomorrow. What's tomorrow? That's a good question. Please tell me I can kick you. Absolutely not. So what's happening tomorrow? Just kick him. Hey, no violence in the student council room. We've been over this. Well, I wasn't over it. It's your own damned fault for forgetting. Ow, stop, please. If I've forgotten something important, I sincerely apologize. So just tell me, what is it already? Use your words, not your feet. It's this room, spring cleaning? I mean, it's full of balls. Is this a storage shed or something? How long has it been? Has it even been since the sports festival? Sorry about that. Oh yeah, that's right. You were asking to schedule a cleaning day. And that's tomorrow, apparently. Will you stop kicking him? Please. You completely put it out of your mind, didn't you? No, I swear I penciled it in somewhere. Your recommendations are important to me, and to the student council as a you're a person, not a corporation. Talk like one. Fine, I forgot, okay? It's not like I don't have enough on my plate as it is. Do you have any idea how much I'm expected to do? I'm sorry. Yeah, you sound it. Good enough for me. I forgive you. What's your problem? Wait, what? Dude, she forgave you. Don't be shocked. Tough love for your trusted clerk. Sometimes you just have to admit your mistakes and move on, though the manly approach to presidency has its merits too. Mitsuki. Just make sure you keep at it. Desertion is not an option. Don't think you can run away from your post if the going gets tough. You got that? Yeah, I got it. Holy crap, where did you two come from? You just don't get it, Tomohiro. Minko is my bride, so hands off. Wait, what? Please tell me you're not an actual married couple. Like hell, I'm not giving up to the likes of you. Besides, you've got that Nana girl, right? Don't you dare two-time her. You're so clueless. It only really gets good once you've got at least 3 girls. Everybody knows that. Yeah, no, you're a dick. Sounds like you guys are having fun. Is that a game? Yeah. Oh, Yamamoto. I want in on. You want in on this? It's a game where you can use a stylist to massage and kiss girls, and you can go out with 3 at once. You're actually playing a game? Sorry, or maybe you're not as much of a jerk as I thought. What? I'm glad you're enjoying your little romp, but keep it to one girl, you lowlifes. Ow. You too, remember what tomorrow is, right? What's tomorrow? She's gonna kill them all. Oh boy. I had no idea any of this was going on in the student council room that day. I had other things on my mind, specifically a certain boy. Bayukodon, Senior High School, Class 2-4, after school. Are we gonna see Kazami? The crazy, insane. My name is Toko Kitazaki. We're Toko? I'd been waffling for quite some time whether or not to say anything, but finally I decided to bite the bullet and ask his best friend, Kurosaki. Hey, quick question. Does Yuya have a girlfriend? No, I'm pretty sure he's single. What? Oh, this girl actually liked Kazame? I kinda might have my sights set on him, I guess. Seriously? Wow, that's great news. I'll definitely be rooting for you. Oh, but... there's a problem, isn't there? Well, he's not a particularly sociable individual. When you get right down to it, going out with him might not be all that fun for you. But I hear that despite his obvious popularity with the ladies, he's never once so much as touched anyone. Well, maybe because he's, cool. Anyway, isn't that kind of a bad sign, though? No, quite the contrary. It gives him a nice, clean image. Oh-ho. This was Kensuke Kurosaki, who'd known Yuya Kazame, aka the boy I liked, pretty much all his life. I figured I'd come to him for all the information I needed in my conquest, since he was pretty much guaranteed to know Yuya's dating history. And so far, things seem to be going really well. I mean, not only did I confirm Yuya wasn't seeing anyone, but I got his best friend's blessing, too. And confirmed that he really wasn't a showy, obnoxious, cool guy type. That suited me just fine. Good for you. Kurosaki, hey! Okay, why did that scare you? Kurosaki was understandably rather startled by the extraordinarily agitated female voice that suddenly rang out from behind his head. Let me guess, she's gonna ask what tomorrow is to him too, right? But this hell girl Mitsuki for you. She was standing in the classroom doorway, arms folded across her chest, looking like some angry deity about to cast judgment down upon the world. And she had that deathly gleam in her eyes, the one that could fell the mightiest warrior before he even had a chance to draw his sword. Didn't I tell you today was spring cleaning in the student council room? Oh, we're during the next day. And I told you I can't because I have club today. Come on, Fuyoki, back me up here. I wouldn't go that route. It's easier just to give in. What? Probably because she will kick you in the nuts. She did already. Yeah, that was definitely Hellgirl's work. All the complexion was gone from Hikori's face. He was a man with a demon on his back. Whip at the ready, fully prepared to bring divine punishment upon all who opposed her. He was right. It was easier just to give in. That sounds like fun. Can I join you guys? Are they all friends with Toko? Oh-ho, by all means, the more the merrier. Yeah. Mitsuki then grabbed the nape of Kurosaki's neck and began dragging him down out the door in the decidedly painful-looking manner. He was like a teary-eyed chick caught in the talons of a bird of prey, struggling in vain as he was being carried off to meet his grisly end. You know, I'm not even in the student council. I just loved watching those boys interact with Hellgirl Mitsuki. I couldn't wait to see more. I didn't even care if I had to clean it in order to do it. I was a volunteer after all, so I was pretty much off the hook here. I could follow them out at my own pace, no dragging for me. Atta B, you did the smart move, girl. I don't even know what Toko looks like. As soon as we left the classroom, though, we ran into Yuya. Or rather, I did, as in I literally ran into him. I wasn't watching where I was going, and went out slamming into him so hard that I fell over. Immediately, he reached out his hand to help me up, and asked if I was alright. Now, that's a white knight if I've ever seen one. What a fun evening this would be. I imagined it ending with me lying in bed, dreaming of Yuya's perfect face inching ever closer to mine, but instead... You had a nightmare? Yeah, you did, nothing went good. Are you Toko? This must be Toko. Really? That's it? I was expecting someone prettier, actually. Huh. Oh well. Are you okay, Toko? Or maybe that's Emmy. Maybe that would explain it. Yeah. It'll be alright. You'll feel better once you get it all out. Oh, she's vomiting. Book of Shadows, Episode 7, Tooth. This is not gonna go over well, is it? We're only 10 minutes into this new chapter, and it's already not looking very nice. Okay. Was I right? I guess. I feel a little better. That's good. Are you okay to head back and rejoin the others then? Yeah. Who are the others? And shippity boo. The cell door seems to be stuck and absolutely will not open anymore, but I was just in there. Maybe locked in my good gym when I left? Or the school is just haunted. Oh, I didn't notice the body. Hi! It's a half decomposed body. Unfortunately, it's too far gone to determine age or gender, but there's still a faintly intact student ID name tag lodged between two bones, identifying these remains of a teenage girl. Kamashiro Trade School, Tomomoi, Morinaga. And my darkening has already gone up. Even though I'm turned on full blast, there's no water coming up through the pipes anymore. Out we go. Okay, that must be Toko. She's definitely Okay, so we have Kazame, we have Captain Redhead, we have those two. It hurts. It hurts. Ryosuke. God, no. I'll bet it hurts real bad. I've tied up your knee and thigh joints. That should be enough. That should help stop the bleeding. And you get your right leg. Oh, sorry. And we've got your leg right here, so don't worry about that. Did he lose a leg? Toko? We were in a really old-fashioned, rundown, and probably condemned school building. None of us knew how we got there, nor even where here was. I just emerged from the girls' room with Emi after losing my lunch where Yuya, Oyakawa, Katayama, and Shimada were waiting. The whole hallway was an absolute bloodbath after what had happened. Poor Katayama walked into some kind of booby trap, and half his right leg was lopped off. From the knee down, it looked excruciating. How's somebody supposed to handle a situation like this? Why did this have to happen at all? It hurts. Yeah, and you're making some pretty awful sounds. Like, come on. What the fuck is wrong with the school? Why would there be such traps set up in here? Why? Where the hell even are we? Feels like somebody's screwing with us. Keep quiet, Ryosuke. Ryosuke, sorry, I'm gonna have to reread this. Keep quiet, Ryosuke has been really badly injured. Eh? The hell's your problem? You steppin'? Shimada must be the redhead. That's my guess. Stop it, please. And no response from Captain Redhead. This was what tagging along with Masuki and the others got me. I thought it was going to be a laugh riot, and at first, it was great. We all went to the student council room where we met up with Katayama, Shimada, Enemy, and started cleaning and goofing around. And then when we were all done, Emi suggested we all try out this new charm she discovered on the internet. She's nuts for that kind of stuff. She took out this simple, white paper doll, and we were all kind of fascinated. So we did as we were instructed, and then suddenly everything went dark. There was a violent shaking, and then we were all here in this old schoolhouse. No explanation. Yeah, shouldn't have done the charm. We just need to get out of here. We need to work together and get out of this horrible place. Let's try to find an exit. What about Katayama? I'll carry him. Yuya. Can you say Kazame? I call him Kazame. Yuya was so kind. You can always count on boys at times like this. Still, there was a potential problem with this course of action. Wait. If there's any more traps, if you're carrying someone piggyback, you won't be able to react quickly enough to avoid them. But I know we have to. What I'm thinking is, we find a way to ensure the road between here and there is safe, then come back for Katayama. How about you send one or two to do that? Yeah, I'm right. I kind of... This redhead kind of seems like he could be a kind of a helpful guy, to tell you the truth. Even though he looks like he's gonna die really quick, because, you know, the guys that always look like they're the cooler guys die fast. I'll agree to that. Yeah. Yosuke. Don't worry, we won't leave you behind. We won't, will we? Probably not. Okawa was in a state of absolute panic. He just kept muttering to himself at Katayama's side. The two of them had always been extremely close. It's only nature he'd be worried, though his concern kind of bordered on obsession. So, yeah. But, who's going to go? We could lose our own legs in a blink of an eye, just walking around in here. You're the one who said, we should find an exit in the first place, so you go. Yeah, he kinda deserves to die now, he's a bit of a dick. Shimada practically spit his answer at her. I hate people like him. Sure, he had a pretty face, that's basically all he had though. People like him pose as models in men's journals, but they're not good for much else. He's got a lot of girls too, but I'm not one of them. I could never, get past his awful attitude. It's such a huge turn-off for me when guys act that way. Not that I don't admire speaking with confidence, of force. I try to do it myself whenever I can. But there's a difference between speaking forcibly and speaking in a way that belittles others. Shimada was basically just cold and uncaring. I'll go. I'm the one who suggested separating after all. Yeah, you were the one. You were the one that suggested, so why don't you just go? It would be safest. Toko. I'll go too. Yuya? Oh, look at that. You finally get your date with Yuya. What a difference. Like night and day. Kind, thoughtful people like him don't make flippant remarks. They just man up and get stuff done. I was crushing on him harder than ever. Because now, not only did I think he was both cool and hot, I also gained a ton of more respect for him. You know, I am not the most comfortable reading these lines. I don't like talking about another guy like that. Just, it's not comfortable. There's no need for everyone to go. One more person should be plenty, any takers? Dead silence. No volunteers, huh? Everybody just looked at one another, then looked away as if ashamed of themselves. Take the Red Hood. What do I do? Yosuke, you'll be lonely here all by yourself, won't you? He was frantically shifting his gaze from one person to the other. I'd never seen him so uninjured before. Finally, the silence was broken by a loud, shrill man voice. Definitely not who I would have picked. Goddammit, fine. I'll go. You stay here. Oh, would you look at that? The dickhead's gonna come along. Wonder why. Manning up, finally? Are you sure it's okay? Kirizaki said she'd go, and she's a girl, so I said I'm going. You wait here, you good-for-nothing sack. You just get in the way anyway. Well, he's kind of really rude. Alright, I'll stay with Yosuke. Good luck. Come on, let's go. If we don't hurry, Katayama could be in real danger, like bleeding out. Toka, be careful, okay? He'll be as careful as I'll be as careful as I can be. I will. Okay. Was I scared? You bet I was scared. But in a situation like this, everybody has to work together. As long as I had the any willpower left in me, I wasn't able to give up. Plus, it didn't hurt that Yuya was with me, so I knew everything was going to turn out just fine. Or everyone's gonna die. Like we all already knew was gonna happen. But who will die first? That's the main question. Let me guess, the boys' room's locked? Nope, boarded up. The boys' rooms could be boarded up, it's possible to get inside. Even though you can crawl through the hole, you can tear down the board, you can do anything. Anything. So yeah. One sec. Okay, that's here. And we have way too many places to check out. First, 3A. Okay. We have a dead body, and it doesn't look like there's much else. A door, cabinet, writing. First, corpse. It's an only deceased corpse. Based on the appearance and dress, she seemed to have been a female. This is her name tag at her feet. Karasuyama High School, Megumi Anda. How do feel to be stranded, I'm guessing? How does it feel to be stranded, I'm guessing? Okay, the writing is partially erased, making it hard to interpret what it might have said. Well, you know, I just tried. What else is in here? Sorry for the short pauses here and there. This door seems like it must be openable. It's a bunch of dishes? They must have been propped up against the door. They were wet, bloody prints all over them. Oh, there are, sorry. It's a little disturbing. What's this door? The door's closed up tight, it won't even budge. I'm guessing it's the door to the next classroom? Anyway, we'll go to the next classroom after. And of course, for some reason, this door is always locked. It's locked up tight. Looks like we'll have to try something else. Oh my. Nurse's office, even though this has always been a very bad place in the past. The word infirmary was written on a plate above the door. Somehow the room just felt like it would be deserted. I always thought they couldn't find about it. Not sure why I felt that way, to be honest, but for good measure, I shouted, "Is anybody in there?" We still hadn't found Mitsuki, after all. I didn't hear her call back, though, so really, we had no business in this room whatsoever. Wait, was that a key sticking out of the lock? Who would have locked the door, but left the key? What would be the point? Whoa, what's up with that? The key's just sitting there. What are you doing? Hey, there could be a boogeyman in there or something. And then what do? I figure better to lock him in and keep him out of our hair. What exactly do you plan to do with that key? I'm gonna hang on to it, of course. Stop tossing it around, that's dangerous. Don't you worry, I always catch whatever I throw. Hell, I can go even higher. One sec. Honestly. Pain in the ass. Shimada was such a pain in the ass, I really could stand the guy. Yes, he seems like he's one huge pain in the ass, but hell, he might help. Ha! He's just tossing around. God, you're persistent. Look, you're very good at throwing and catching, okay? So just stop already. The ceiling in this place sure is high. Let's see if I can touch it. Allie. Oops. Yeah, what the hell did it go? And you lost the key. Yeah, whatever, I don't give a shit. And now the infirmary was cut off to us if we needed it. Brilliant. Well, good job, shithead. One second. Okay. Ah, it's an exit. An honest-to-goodness exit. We can finally get out of here. I rushed over to the door, hopeful and yet afraid, knowing it might not open, but praying this horrid place would show us at least a little mercy. Gingerly, I raised my hand and pushed on it, and it swung open, even the slightest hesitation. It seemed almost too easy. Yeah, it is too easy. I wouldn't go out there. It was unnaturally dark outside, though, and the rain was coming down so hard that peeking my head out for just a moment left my uniform completely soaked. Shimada pushed past me, throwing the door open even wider with his usual lack of regard for anyone or anything around him. My clothes were soaked from and drenched in a matter of seconds. If I were to actually walk out into it, it felt like I'd drown. What is this place? It's way too dark out here. We in a forest, maybe? It's really coming down. If we went out there in a rainstorm like this, we'd get soaked to the bone. I wouldn't mind seeing that look on you. Anyway, we know we can get outside safely now. Let's go back and get Katayama. He's drooling. Come on, Yuya. Despite our having found a way out, Yuya's demeanor hadn't changed a bit. He was standing back by the hall, where he could watch over us while also keeping an eye out for anyone else who might happen, the model of maturity. Shimada, on the other hand, was wanting her to get drenched. You guys go back if you want, but I'm leaving. What? He's leaving with a friend? I'm not going to stick around in this fucked up place any longer than I have to. Screw the others. I'm out of here. 1 second. Okay, I'm not... Okay, I read that, sorry. You can't be serious. Hell yeah, I'm serious. Those assholes are the ones who chose to stay behind. They're just gonna die one by one, and I say let them. Don't you think you're quite the callous, but far be it from me to stop you. Say, Kizaki, you want to come with me? Why? The tone in his voice said it all. He hit the ultimate low. After abandoning his friends to save his own hide, he was now basically propositioning me. I really don't want to see you die. You've been real precious to me for quite some time, you know. With an obvious, rehearsed and truly sickening pickup line. He really was a slimeball to end all slimeballs. Unbelievable. What the hell is wrong with you? Get your eyes off me, you jackass. I couldn't believe he had the nerve to pull something like this. I felt like he may have been the first... Sorry, I'm gonna reread this. I felt like that may have been the first time I'd ever truly yelled at someone. I was absolutely livid. And he wasn't even done. No, he still had plenty of salt left to throw in the wound. Oh, shut the hell up, you ugly bitch. Don't go getting the wrong idea. I was just trying to be nice and give you a ticket out of this hellhole. But if you don't want it, that's your loss. You need to die already. This guy's a lost cause, Yuya. Let's just go. My head was swimming, I was scared, I was angry, I was sad. Even negative emotion brought me to the forefront, and even positive emotion pushed away. I didn't look back. I just turned away from Shimada, walked over to Yuya's side, and continued past him into the hallway. Yuya had been watching all of this unfold from the other side of the room, and for a moment he just stood there, staring blankly at Shimada. The hell are you looking at? Get the hell out of my sight, you spacey bastard. Shimada then drew a large knife from his breast pocket. Its tips struggled to glisten in the dull light of the room, but it did ultimately succeed. Just 1 second, gotta fix something. It's kind of been bugging me. Anyway, okay. He began waving around like a dumbass, probably thinking it made him look more menacing. Check it out. Just bought this baby yesterday. Not bad, eh? Bet I could put it to good use in a lot of ways. You are an amusing fellow. Oh yeah, because Kazame is quite a bit more badass. He might actually kill you. Does that also really have 10 girlfriends? How is it even possible? And yet I'm precious to him? Somehow, what a croak. How low of an opinion must he have of women in general to pull crap like that? That's just no excuse. I was indignant. I was fuming. I just kept cursing and mumbling as I fast walked to the 3rd floor to meet up with the others. And all the while, he was keeping pace with me, saying nothing at all. Always the model of maturity. Always even-tempered. Was he really like a rock? Or maybe he found mutterings annoying and was just keeping quiet, so I'd do the same. I didn't like that possibility one bit, so I mentally slapped myself on the cheek, forced positivity in my voice, and tried to engage him in a cheery banter. Well then, cheery banter. You're a far better man than he is, Yuya. You've never said or done anything to hurt a lady, right? Anyway, guys, we're gonna end the video here for today. Please comment and like and subscribe, and tell me what you think of this episode. I do hope to see you guys in the next episode. Take care, and see y'all then.